Friday morning, teams were locked and loaded to raid Aner High School.
Shots were fired.
Law enforcement officers from around South Carolina trained in an exercise that simulated a hostage situation.
Let's move them back over here.
Active shooting, hostage scenario inside of a schoolhouse, and how all of these elements come together to work together to, work through the problems that would be faced in those type of scenarios.
This entire week, experts with red-tailed tactics have trained personnel for this final evaluation, putting responders in a worst-case scenario.
There's no contact. We can't get contact with the officers that are inside.
We put them in stressful situations, and we put a little bit of pressure on them, making them move fast. These guys are working hard. They're working long hours. They're drenched with sweat at the end of the day. And it's pretty brutal.
Full mapping of the school place.
The officers say the best thing about this training is that they get to work with the different departments, all for one goal. And that one goal is to eventually save lives.
Everybody knows where and what stage and how to communicate with each other to resolve the situation.
We're on your right. We're on your right.
Our cameras weren't allowed to go inside the school to watch the teams in action, but we do know officers dealt with bomb disposal, hazmat tactics, as well as negotiation.
We'd rather experience a failure in what people do in a training scenario when the cost of failure isn't between life and death. We'd rather do it where, a mistake can be acceptable, and that's why we train this way.
A way to make training as realistic as possible and putting those who protect us to the test. In Aner, Ryan Nakan, News Channel 15.